Hello folks, welcome to our brand new podcast series. I do hope you are going to enjoy this episode coming up. Just a little quick one before we get into it. If you are listening to this show on any of the online social media websites that do not have any video, i.e. Spotify, SoundCloud, or any other related audio-based websites, then please make sure you come over and visit our website. That'll be www.worthit.productions. From there, you'll be able to find out a little bit more about our podcast series, our blogs, and loads of cool stuff about what we do as a production company. So if you do want to find out a little bit more, that's www.worthit.productions. That's www.worthit.productions. Cheers, folks. Enjoy the show. Hello everyone, welcome to the Worthit podcast. My name is Tom and I'm currently here with Devon.
Hello.
Hi. So, we are currently starting a brand new series over on Worthit Productions, and this is the first big thing that we're actually doing on both the website and on the YouTube channel. There's also going to be posting about it on social media too. So welcome along on this wonderful journey. I mean, this is called Movie Club. Movie Club is basically about us watching films and talking about them as a community. And I'm really looking forward to this podcast series. It's the first podcast we've uploaded on YouTube. It's also the first podcast we've posted about on the social media platform as such. We did try and premiere, or at least try and work on a pilot for the Worthit podcast, which is the main podcast series we'll be doing on the channel. But we're still working through some things, and that is going to be released later on this week. They're going to be running on Saturdays, so the Worthit podcast will be out on Saturdays. This podcast will be coming out on Wednesdays. And I'm really looking forward to starting this series because it's something that I'm quite passionate about. I love watching movies. I love enjoying going to the cinema and stuff like that. And it's just great to be able to back it up and talk about it with other people and see, how and what they think of it. Because I always like that whenever you get out of the cinema, you get to sit there and talk to another person and go, what did you think of that film? And if they hated it and you liked it, I really like the debate on what your best bits were and all that kind of stuff. And we don't have to watch the newest and most jazziest films of 2019 either. We can some weeks go back and look at the older films from the 80s, even older than that if we wanted to. And there's no reason to why we can't look at some of 2018's films or 2017's films. And speaking of which, today's first episode, I decided instead of trying to pick a film that was out last week, like Alita or like Green Book and all of them films that I went to see last week, I'd rather go all the way back to 2018 and pick the top film that I thought rocked 2018 and the top film that Devon thought that rocked 2018. And it's quite tough because I was looking back at the list of films and there's absolutely loads of films that I thought may have been early 2019 and films that I thought may have been early 2017, late 2017 that I didn't realise that actually fit into 2018. I didn't also realise that how many films I actually watched in 2018. Unbelievable. But yeah, we're going to go through a load and we are going to decide on what my favourite is and what Devon's favourite is. So, hi Devon. Hello.
Hello.
Let's get rocking and rolling with this. Oh, one more thing before we start. There is going to be a backup, a written version of this podcast, I guess. There's like a blog post over on worthit.productions. Go and see that. The link will be down in the description below. And of course, if you do enjoy the video, make sure you like, subscribe for more content. Of course, follow us on all our social medias to keep updated on when the next podcasts are out. They'll still be launching every single Wednesday and Saturday. And yes, just stay tuned for more because there's going to be different guests, there's going to be different people on the shows, and we're just going to get some nice content. I'm looking forward to making this a consistent thing as well. So, without further ado, let's get into it.
Okay, to start the ball rolling, I have three to fill the time. 3 choices for my top film 2018. Some that I didn't realise even came out in 2018, like you mentioned. I thought, for example, one of my top being A Quiet Place, I thought that was late 2017 in itself. But surprisingly, it was actually early 2018. Then I have Avengers Infinity War. It's just the pinnacle of the Marvel films for the past 10 years. Everything's been leading up to this big event. And the Russo brothers, in my opinion, nailed it. And then we have Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, dare I say it, the best Marvel film that Sony has done in a while. Exploring this universe, this multiverse even, full of different spider people, spider things, because obviously we have the great addition of Spider-Ham to the cast. And yeah, I think those are 3 worthy contenders for best film of 2018.
Yeah, I mean, like, those are 3 quite varying films as well, I guess, because A Quiet Place being a horror or a thriller, Infinity War being an action film, and then the Spider-Verse being a cartoon film. So you can't really compare them as films and say which one is the better made film, but you can compare them in which you felt was a better story and a better hook for you as a person. Because you get some people who absolutely hate thrillers, and they'll say, "A Quiet Place straight out the window. Didn't like a thriller. Don't like a thriller ever. So why would I even consider that in my top 3?" And then you say to other people will say, "Oh, I hate Marvel films, so A Quiet Place is my favorite one." But it's all down to personal opinion, I guess, and we're not experts in any way. So we can't say, "Oh, this is definitely the best film," because we're not critics. We're just fans.
Yeah.
And this is all it is. So what's your opinion? What do you reckon? Out of those 3 that Devin just picked, what do you reckon is your favourite? My favourite... Well, let's break him down. Let's break him down first. So, A Quiet Place being John Krasinski's film. He wrote, directed, and starred in it. Unbelievable feat. Which he didn't think possible until early 2019 when The Mule came out and Clint Eastwood wrote, directed, and starred in that one too at 88 years old, which is just unbelievable. But John Krasinski, first of his kind to do that kind of thing, and he absolutely smashed it. Absolutely smashed it. I don't mean first of his kind to do that thing. I mean first of his kind to do that thing and do so well. So well. So obviously the film is set a little bit into the future in the United States, and it's about aliens invading the Earth and hunting via sound. And they can't make any sound at all, or as little sound as they possibly can, in order to cover themselves from being hunted by these beasts. And we follow this story of this family going through this hard time and working it out. She, for some reason, is pregnant. I don't know why they would ever think of doing something like that in the apocalypse, especially when they hunt via sound. That's probably the stupidest thing I've ever heard. But unfortunately, that's just how the story goes. It made it a lot more intense. The film was just tense the entire time. I watched it in cinema personally. It was fantastic watching everyone try and eat in silence without making any noise. And as soon as the action came on, then he quickly scoffed all the food dead quick. It was great. Absolutely loved the film. And then we got Avengers: Infinity War, which is perhaps one of the best high-budget action films I've ever seen. High budget, visual effects, the cast was unbelievable, story was unbelievable, costumes was amazing. Everything about that film was absolutely brilliant. I'm a big Avengers fan myself, so are you, Devin, of course.
Oh, definitely.
I'd been looking forward to that film for a very long time. So when it came out in April, we were all on our edge of the seat, waiting for it to go to midnight to go and see it in the cinema. I think that it's like the same kind of thing for a lot of Avengers fans, a lot of Marvel fans. They kind of like the idea of waiting for that big event that comes out. Obviously Endgame is coming out in April now, and we all can't wait. We're all trying to guess what's going to happen and which
theories,
twists and turns, and who's going to still be alive and who's leaving us and all that.
What all the Russo brothers have done.
Yeah, the Russo brothers are just
incredible. Yeah,
geniuses, and good luck to them, and we'll see how it goes, I guess. And then finally we've got Spider-Verse, which is obviously an animated cartoon film. Spider-Man jumping into this multiverse and getting all these different Spider-Man characters into one universe as such, and it follows the story of Miles Morales. It's not a Peter Parker story, which is much better.
It's quite refreshing, I think.
It's new. We don't want to see old recycled crap, especially for Spider-Man, because he's so overdone in film and in TV as well, and it's really nice just to see something different. And they played homage to the old Spider-Mans.
Definitely.
which is great.
Yeah.
All the little mentions and digs, and the post-credit scene as well with the original Spider-Man cartoon, which was absolutely fantastic. And they really know what they're doing with that film, and I really cannot wait for the next installment. Yeah, fantastic. There were good 3 choices, and is there a particular one that stands out, or?
I mean, Infinity War, obviously, I believe it definitely deserves the highest grossing film of all time. That was something definitely deserved. It was the moment that everything has been leading up to. I love a good story that involves multiple other stories to make this one big story. A Quiet Place, obviously, John Krasinski did amazingly. But for me, I think just Spider-Verse has that bit of an edge for me. Obviously, the refreshing sight of Miles Morales. The fact that they actually go through a bit of Peter Parker's story at the start and then say, but you know the rest. They don't bore us with the details like every other Spider-Man film ever has done. And I just think they did it so well. They nailed it for me.
In every way, yeah. In every way. Definitely. I have one film. Just one film that absolutely blasted the water for 2018. And because Green Book actually came out, I'm sure it came out in the UK in 2019. It may have released in the US a little bit earlier in late 2018.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, because Green Book came out in 2019, I can't count that, which means that as a standout favourite, 100% Black Klansman. That is hands down the best film of 2018, 100% without question. You haven't seen it, Devon, I know.
I know, I'm terrible.
You really need to see it. Like, really need to see it. It's stunning. So it follows a black detective. He's one of the first in the police force down south. It's about him trying to infiltrate the KKK, and it's comical, it's funny, it has its twists, it's got Adam Driver in it, and it is just hilarious, but also serious as well. I really like it because you work your way all through all the film, you have a lot of fun. It's kind of funny and jokey, and it's laid back and really chill, and it just has this kind of vibe that you want to watch it more and more. And Spike Lee did a fantastic job in doing that and producing a film that looks and feels that way. But then all of a sudden it twists right at the end, and you don't. Although the credits have rolled and you feel like it's all over, it actually twists and shows you reality, and it actually. I'm not spoiling the film in any way because I don't reveal what happens in the end, but after the credits, it actually then shows you real life footage of racist attacks on black people in the southern United States, and it shows the live footage of that event that happened when the guys rallied and they all got ran over by the KKK fella,
right?
And it shows real life pictures of the bloke that was the head of the Ku Klux Klan at that time, and it just drops you right back into reality. Although the jokes are over, and they end very, very abruptly, and it goes, right, this is actually serious. This is actually an issue that still happens today. This was only in 2017. That's what they say right at the end. Wow. And it makes you think. It makes you stop and think, oh my god, okay, right, that happened, yeah. But you think because that the film is set in the 60s,
yeah,
so it's clearly at the height of racism and the height of all that jazz, and you don't really want to. You kind of comfortable with that thought that it was such a long time ago, and when it hits you with the reality at the end, you realise, it's still a thing, and it's very, very prevalent. It's fantastic. It did get nominated for a BAFTA, didn't it? Yeah, I think it won as well. Original story, was it? No, it wasn't original story. That was the favourite. What did it win?
Did it? I thought
Robo
won that.
No, it's definitely won one. No, original story was the favourite. What did it win? Let me just do a check now. But yeah, are you gonna see Black Klansman?
Well, I mean, from that, I'm kind of convinced. I'm intrigued now. I wanna see what you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, well, we've got there's a huge list of films that are out, and obviously the favourite being one of the one of the winners of 15 awards at the BAFTAs, and that came out in late 2018 as well. And The Favourite is it's a weird film. I didn't like it. Didn't like it at all. But it takes home 7 awards. Unbelievable. I don't understand.
That's just the way it is sometimes.
It's very strangely shot, very strangely edited. Olivia Colman won Best Actress, which she completely deserves. Absolutely amazing. And of course, Bohemian Rhapsody came out in 2018 too with Rami Malek, and that is stunning as well. Absolutely stunning. Black Klansman did win an award at the BAFTAs. I've just got this up here. Spike Lee's Black Klansman won Best Adapted Screenplay. There we go. So it was adapted from a novel, which is a true story as well, which is unbelievable and scary at the same time. So yeah, definitely. my favourite for 2018 is 100% Black Klansman. And if we counted in Green Book into 2018 as well, that would beat Black Klansman, but only just. It's those 2 films that rock 2018 and will rock 2019 still. And yours is obviously Spider-Verse. So there we go. There are 2 favourite films of 2018. Marshall Ali in everything. Everything at the minute.
Future seems bright for him.
He seems, yeah. He's in Alita. He was in Green Book. He played the lead. He played the bad guy in Luke Cage as well. What an actor. He's got a fantastic voice. He's like one of the nicest voices I have ever listened to in TV and film. Absolutely amazing voice. But yeah, what do you think? What is your favourite movies of 2018? Let us know down in the comment section below. I mean, this is a very short podcast today. It's because we're still setting things up and getting used to the whole system. We'll have a great movie for you next week. We are going to be looking at, I think... Oh, if I can remember which movie we're looking at. What movie were we looking at?
Well, while you search for that Gundam popular opinion to drop, people can comment what they think of this opinion. Solo was actually a good film that came out in 2018. As a heist film, it was an incredibly good film. But obviously, if I'm looking more at the Star Wars side of it, it was too soon after The Last Jedi. Hence why it didn't make enough at the box office. Hence why Lucasfilm have gone really quiet and all that jazz. But apart from that, I actually think it was good as a heist movie.
Well, there we go.
Just drop that bomb at the end.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's alright. It was alright. And that's about it. That's all I have to say about that. It was alright.
I mean,
silly me, of course. The kid who would be king. That's the one. Yeah, but anyways, Solo, yeah. Yeah, it was alright.
I mean...
I liked its flow and I liked its action. I hate lightsabers in Star Wars. That's a very unpopular opinion.
Yeah.
I do hate lightsabers.
I mean, Alden Ehrenreich had a lot to live up to. And to be honest, he did quite well, considering the size of the shoes he had to fill. For obviously from Harrison Ford, way back when.
Yeah. Yeah. 2018. What a year for films. Yes, next week is going to be The Kid Who Would Be King. We're going to be doing a full review on that and a breakdown of the film without any spoilers. We're not going to spoil the end, the middle, or the start. We're just going to talk about the cool bits that we liked about it and then give you the overall review of whether you should go and see it or not, in our opinion, of course. And alongside that will be the typed up version. We might have some video for you by then, some actual video footage of us. Maybe not, maybe. It depends if we can get ourselves sorted by that point. But yes, thank you very much for watching, guys. I really do hope you enjoyed this video, of course. If you did, make sure you drop a like and don't forget to subscribe, follow, or like for more content. Thank you very much for watching, folks. My name is Thomas, and I am with Devon.
See ya.
And I hope to speak to you all in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.